Scobie told the BBC's New Harry, Meghan and the media podcast that the soaring popularity of the Duke and Duchess of Sussex would have ruffled feathers among the different household staff, as well as between other family members, all vying to get their name in the spotlight. The Finding Freedom author said how Meghan Markle and Prince Harry found themselves in a situation where they were the most written about, talked about and celebrated members of the royal family. But he stressed how the popularity the pair enjoyed for such a long time during their tenure as full-time royals would have no doubt been threatening to others within the institution. The royal expert stressed that the pair's popularity among Britons following their marriage and subsequent royal appearances would have caused a ruckus across the royal households, away from their own Kensington Palace team. Division of royal family members by their household and their respective teams, Mr. Scobie explained, breeds an atmosphere of competition between both family members and other household staff, and this was the root of the problem. He explained, "You have to remember this isn't just one big family, one big household working together. This is separate households. Central to this is the aides that work for each senior member of the royal family who Mr. Scobie stressed make it a priority and obligation to make sure their senior family members get as much coverage and attention as possible." The royal author said, "Making sure that the work that person does, the image and the profile of that person, is as big as it can be. And also sits within the real line of succession, the real hierarchical order that the royal family thrives on is important." He explained that as a result, this feeling of Harry and Meghan having to be kept in line and put in their place became an issue behind palace doors. Mr. Scobie noted this was compounded by the fact that it kept happening over and over again and threatened to take the limelight away from other royal households. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex left the United Kingdom for Canada in 2020 before moving to Montecito, California. They now live in a massive 9-bedroom, 16-bathroom mansion worth an eye-watering £11 million which they share with their 2 children, Archie, 2, and Lilibet, 7 months. Since leaving the firm, Prince Harry has continued his work with injured armed forces veterans on his Invictus Games sports competition. But he has also taken a job as Chief Impact Officer at Better Up, a California coaching and mental health startup business. Last year Meghan released picture book The Bench. She is also producing a Netflix series called Pearl about a little girl who is inspired by women from history and has signed a multi-million-dollar contract to produce a Spotify podcast with Harry for the pair's audio company Archie. The Duchess of Sussex has also attempted to move into U.S. politics after penning a letter to the Speaker of the House of Representatives, Nancy Pelosi, calling for mums and dads to be paid their full salary while on parental leave. In the other hand, Prince William and Kate Middleton's subtle gesture indicated their intentions to become a power couple this year, a body language expert has claimed. To welcome in the new year, the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge released a picture on Twitter, taken on the night of the James Bond premiere. The photo, which shows the couple looking relaxed, was praised by a royal commentator as making Wills and Kate appear relatable, and royal fans enjoyed the spectacle of Kate's sparkling dress. Now, body language expert Jesus Enrique Roses has claimed that the popular picture contained a subtle statement that the pair intend to develop their status as a power couple this year. In William and Katherine's case, it is not hard at all to confirm that both of their facial expressions are in sync with each other, Jesus said. And that is a clue about how they're planning to take on this new year, with full synchronization as a power couple. Jesus focused in on the couple's hands, suggesting that this captured their mutual relationship. Having her left hand over his is a gesture of protection, possession, and sometimes power as well, Jesus explained. It's a nice balance with the fact that she's leaning onto him, but at the same time she's got a powerful hand gesture over his hand. But it's not just her left hand, because her right one serves as a rest for his, reinforcing the effect that Katherine's sending the message that she's got William. Examining the couple's hands more closely, Jesus emphasized that it is important to examine the tension in a couple's fingers when considering what feelings body language might convey. You can see that Katherine's hands don't have much tension, he continued. So it's more of a loving than a controlling gesture. Tying up his conclusions, Jesus suggested, the real deal about the Cambridges picking out this picture to wish everyone a happy new year, is how they are embracing 2022 with joy and excitement, and most importantly, in a joint effort. This is critical because we are used, in most power couples in the world, to be seen as totally independent from each other. They are sending the signal that they will be working side by side in their initiatives.